Alright, so it's that time of year again, the annual Be Careful at Dick's video. Luckily, I never got around to a Be Careful at Curveball video. Probably would have just been 3 minutes of me talking about getting mud butt at a Phish festival. You know, then there was a whole deal with water contamination. You know, and some of that may carry over. You know, most people probably chose between Dick's and the festival, but there will be some people making their way from Watkins over to Dick's, and they could bring that with them. There's even been speculation that the water contamination wasn't the only problem. The Chomperitis had gone airborne there at the grounds at Watkins Glen, and that definitely could travel right across the country, especially if a few of you hop in a van together. You take that shit right over there with you. You know, you get to Colorado, you got that stuff in your system. There was even talk of maybe the water that was brought in. People thought they saw Trey putting drops of Chomper potion in every single bottle. The state of New York was like, look, we can't have 12,000 people requesting a license plate that spells the word sparkle. You know, we can't have everybody singing along to Character Zero. You won't even hear the band. So luckily Trey's plan did not work, or unfortunately, I guess you could say. But so we got to have to be careful of that. They're going to be in Colorado. They're going to be smoking Colorado's finest. They're going to start to get their appetite back, you know, filling up on God knows what. Maybe if they're in, and the people coming from the West could stop at the Chomper Cafe in Idaho. Basically, it could be Mud Butt 2.0. You know, it's worse at festivals. Sure, there's some nice facilities there at Dick's. It's not a full-blown camp-out situation, but we'll have to see, you know. I mean, I think last year I touched a little bit on Hula Hoop Girls. Luckily, there was no festival for them to, you know, sort of migrate to and really take over. So that might have been one positive from the cancellation of Curveball. But, yeah, I guess we're just going to, mud butt. We're going to have to try to get through Dick's as careful as we can. Hopefully the Chomperitis is not going to spread all the way out to there. You know, somewhere in the Midwest, maybe a storm took it out. I don't know. I don't know how all that works. I'm not a scientist or a doctor or anything, really. I don't even know if any of this is true. It's all just internet speculation at this point. But, you know, and I even feel it's, you know, all right, I won't go that far. But, there I go again, mud butt. All right, this is almost 3 minutes of talking about mud butt. This was my plan for Curveball. So anyhow, I hope everybody has a great time, a safe time. You know, you could probably stop by the Wook store if it's going to be up and running this year. They may have the medicine. There are a few antidotes for Chomperitis. Spontaneous Chomper combustion, however, you're helpless. Don't worry about it. Just count them as a goner. By night 3, well, if they combust, you can't eat them. I was going to say, but if you get desperate and you have to eat a Chomper, you know, you got to cook them to at least 185 degrees or you will, in fact, catch it. You'll find yourself immediately loving Julius, these new songs, Character Zero. You'll also want to get a personalized license plate that spells sparkle. Make sure 185 degrees. Bring you a little meat thermometer if you have to. Hopefully it doesn't come to that, though. It's just 3 days. You don't need to start eating Chompers, all right? Calm down. All right, guys. Boom. We're out of here.